Assalamualaikum and good morning to my lecturer and my fellow classmates. My name is Putri Qazreena Binti Abdul Aziz, and today I am going to present my individual data analytics project focused on the Borneo Logistics Distribution Network. The primary objective of this assignment was to construct an interactive, data-driven dashboard that evaluates the performance of two distinct distribution hubs, which are in Anam and Penampang, throughout the fiscal year 2025. By leveraging Power I have synthesized financial, operational, and throughout data into three distinct sections that answer our core business questions regarding cost efficiency, commercial target alignment, and operational resilience. Let's dive directly into the data. Let's begin by navigating to the first page of the dashboard. Here we address question A, which is how do total operating costs compare against revenue generated by our distribution services. The dashboard clearly demonstrates that Inanam and Penampang operate under different financial realities. Both hubs experience a major seasonal revenue surge in the fourth quarter, which is common in logistics due to year-end consumer activity. However, when we break down the quarterly figures, we see a clear disparity. Inanam generated a robust total annual revenue of 3.93 million with a net profit of at 865,000 ringgit. This translates to an exceptional 22% profit margin. Penampang, while also generating over 3.5 million ringgit in revenue, produced a lower net profit of 505,000 ringgit, resulting in a 14% profit margin. The key insight here is the fixed cost bottleneck. Penampang's fixed operating costs remain at 450,000 per quarter throughout the year, significantly higher than Inanam's 420,000 ringgit. Even with high revenue in quarter 4, these fixed costs suppress Penampang's overall financial efficiency. This confirms that Inanam's cost structure is more scalable and better optimized for the current demand levels. Moving to our second page, we examine question B, how closely do actual shipment volumes align with planned targets across our cargo categories? Using a clustered column chart, I have compared our actual throughout output against our projections for four distinct categories, which are dry goods, packaged food, electronic components, and pharmaceuticals. What stands out immediately is our commercial strength in high value cargo. In both distribution centers, we exceeded our targets for electronic components by over 4%. This suggests that our logistics network is highly effective at handling specialized high-tech distribution requirements. However, looking at our high volume staples like dry goods and packaged food, we see a consistent shortfall. Inanam achieved roughly 89% of its dry goods target, while Penampang achieved 92%. While neither branch met the 100% mark, Penampang actually showed slightly better alignment with targets in high volume commodities. This indicates that while our specialized services are booming, we need to examine our demand forecasting or logistics capacity for high volume staples to ensure we are leaving market share on the table. The last question is, how do our core performance metrics reflect our operational efficiency? This is perhaps the most critical page of the dashboard because it tells us about our customer facing quality. The dashboard displays four KPIs: customer satisfaction, inventory turnover, workforce productivity, and on time delivery rate. The data here shows that corporate targets were consistently missed, which serves as a major red flag. When we filter the dashboard for Inanam, we see it performing relatively well, with an on-time delivery rate of 90% against a 95% target. However, when we switch the filter to Penampang, the metrics dropped significantly. Penampang's workforce productivity fell to 80% against a 92% target, and its customer satisfaction score hit 80% compared to a 90% benchmark. These gaps in Penampang are not just isolated incidents, they are symptomatic of the operational struggles resulting from the fixed cost burdens we discussed earlier. Inanam is the more resilient hub, whereas Penampang requires more immediate operational intervention. In conclusion, the data demonstrates that Inanam is our premier high-performing hub, while Penampang is struggling with structural inefficiencies that are negatively impacting both profits and quality. That's all for me. Thank you.